Welcome to my YouTube channel Decoder Den. Hope all of you are doing good. So today we are going to see Boolean theorems. So what exactly Boolean theorems are? Boolean theorems are nothing but kind of laws. Those are given related to some gates like OR gate, AND gate. So some of the things that should be resolved by using these Boolean theorems. Okay, the main concern of using these theorems is to resolve the circuit and make it as minimum as possible. So related to OR gate operations, so there are 4 laws. Okay, so first one, A is nothing but a kind of variable. It is a variable which can hold value 0 as well as 1. So first one is A plus 0 is equal to A. That means if you add 0 to any variable, that same variable we are going to get at end. So next one is A plus A. That means if a variable is there and the same variable is going to be added with it for multiple times, that ultimately we are going to get the same variable as our result. So third one is A plus 1 equal to 1. It gives a pure value as if you add any variable into the 1 plus anything, it means 1 plus anything is going to give 1. It don't care about what is there at this position. So next one is A plus A bar. A bar is nothing but complement of the data is that held by 1. Okay, suppose A is holding 0, the complement of that is going to be 1. If A equal to 1, the complement of that equal to 0. That means A plus A bar is going to be give 1. So we'll see one by one what this property says. First one is A plus 0 equal to A. Okay, that means suppose you can take A value as 0 and 1. Suppose A equal to 0, that means 0 plus 0 is going to give 0. 0 is nothing but our A value. Suppose A equal to 1, 1 plus 0 is going to give 1. 1 is nothing but our A. Hope you got this. Second one comes here, A plus A equal to A. That means if you add same variable with itself is going to give you the same result. Okay, suppose A equal to 0, 0 plus 0 is always going to give 0. A equal to 1, 1 plus 1 is going to give 1. Okay, that means same variable when we are going to add with itself, it is going to give the same result. Coming to the third, A plus 1 equal to 1. Here comes, if you add 1 with A, suppose A equal to 0, 0 plus 1 is going to give 1. A equal to 1, that means 1 plus 1 is going to give 1. From these two results, we can say 1 plus anything is going to give 1. For example, suppose 1 plus A B plus A bar B C plus A B C D is going to give 1. We don't care about these whole terms. Okay, ultimately we are going to get 1 value. Okay, so next comes what? A plus A bar is going to give 1. Okay, suppose A value is 0. Suppose 0 plus A bar is nothing but we have seen over here. A bar, if A equal to 0, A bar is going to be 1. Suppose, so 0 plus 1 is going to be 1. So these are the main results that we need to keep in our mind. Okay, next, coming to the next thing over here. So we are going to see some of the operations related to our AND operation. Okay, so first comes here, A dot 0 dot represent the AND operation between two variables. A dot 0 means it is going to perform a multiplication kind of things. If you multiply 0 with any variable, it is going to give a 0 value, right? A dot 1 means when we are going to multiply a variable with 1, it is going to give the same variable value. That means A dot A here comes a difference between you know the our usual as usual multiplication and dot operation. When a is going to be multiply ended with a, it is going to give the a value. Here we are not going to get a square kind of things. Okay, and next comes a dot a bar is going to be 0. That means a, when a variable is ended with the complement of it, it is going to give a result as 0. So we will see one by one of it. So first come a dot 0. Okay, suppose a value is 0. So 0 dot 0 is going to be 0. A value is 1. 1 dot 0 is equal to 0. That means 0 is going to be a major factor over here. If any case, for example, suppose we are going to get 0 dot a b c, this whole thing is going to be 0. We don't care about what is the weight of these whole things. Ultimately it is going to be ended with a 0. So ultimately we are going to get a result as 0. Okay, next comes here a dot 1 equal to a. That means if a variable is ended with the 1, it is going to give the same variable to us. Suppose a equal to 0. When 0 is ended with 1, it is going to be 0. When a equal to 1, when 1 ended with 1, it is going to be 1. That means ultimately we are going to get same variable as a. Okay, next coming to the third one, that is a dot a equal to a. It means if a variable is ended with itself, we are going to get a result as same variable. Okay, suppose a equal to 0. 0 dot 0 is nothing but 0. When a equal to 1, 1 dot 1 equal to 1. So these are the result we are going to get from this. Next coming to the fourth one of it, a dot a bar is going to be 0. So this is a bit interesting one. Suppose a equal to 0. So what is going to be a bar? A bar is nothing but 1. 0 complement is nothing but 1. Okay, when we are going to take AND in between them, 0 dot 1. Okay, as we have seen in first property of us, anything we are going to take AND with 0, its result is 0 without any thought. When 0 dot 1 we are going to take, it is going to give 0. When a equal to 1, its AND complement is 0. When 1 dot 0 equal to 0. So this is a property which is going to be used in many circuit solving problem. Hope you got this. So coming to the third one, that is nothing but some of the important Boolean theorems, like how we are going to distribute our dot operation over OR operation. Okay, how this expression can be resolved, that we are going to see. So this can be distributed as a dot b plus a dot c. Okay, suppose a value is 1, b value is suppose 0, and c value is 1. So it can be solved as put values in this equation. A1 dot b value is 0 plus 1. So how this can be solved? 1 dot 0 plus 1 dot 1. It's going to give, as we are known, anything we are going to get ANDed with any variable, it is going to result as 0. 1 dot 1, all of you are known, 1. Okay, ultimately it is going to be 1 as a result. So like that, how we are going to distribute our plus operation, OR gate or property on AND. Okay, how OR is distributed on over AND. So it will be a plus b. In between these two terms, here comes a plus c. So these are the two terms we are going to get. So this is a main important property we are going to use in our further videos. So these are two simple properties. Hope you got this. So we are going to see one of the example of it. Okay, a plus b c d, this can be written as a plus b dot a plus c dot a plus d. You can see over here how many terms are there in second term. Those many terms we have got in the output. Okay, that means in between all these terms there is AND operation is used. So hope all of you are got this. I am going to take into the columns this property. This is the most important property that we are going to use in future. So next theorem we are going with redundancy theorem. So redundancy theorem is nothing but by the name only we are going to know that redundancy is nothing but extra thing that is coming into the expression. Okay, so here we go. The expression is given as AB plus A bar C plus BC. So how redundancy theorem is applicable for this expression, you can see over here. Okay, if a variable is ANDed with another variable and same variable is going to get complemented, see over here. Here we can see A is got complemented and it is ANDed with another variable as C. Okay, and the remaining variable B and C are ANDed and ORed with whole this combination. Okay, so hope you are got this. B and C are the pair of A and A bar respectively. Okay, so this can be written as AB plus A bar C. So ultimately we are going to get this expression. So what I wanted to say in the sense, if a variable is there and its complement is also there in the whole expression, we are going to see what are the terms there. Those are taken ANDed with those each variable. That means the variable and its complement. Here we can see B and C are taken ANDed, and this variable B and C as ORed with whole this equation. That means same variable should be there, that should be ORed. Okay, got? So we'll see another one example over here. Suppose A bar B plus AC bar plus BC bar is there. Okay, so here we can see the variable as A bar is there. In another terms A is there. That means this is possibility that this may give a redundant term. Okay, another pair of A bar is what variable is present with A bar is B, right? And what is there with A is C bar. That means the AND operation of these two variables is over here, B and B C bar. So this is a redundant term. So this expression can be written as A bar B plus AC bar. This can be neglected and this can be written as A bar B plus AC bar. So let's see third example. AB plus A bar C plus BC bar. So we are going to see whether redundancy theorem is applicable over here or not. So first thing we need to see the variable is there in its normal form and complemented form or not. So which variable is present over here in both of this form? A variable, right? Here it is in normal form, it is in complemented form. So what are the variables which are present with these two? One is B and another one is C. So further we are going to see the product of these two is present in third term or not. Is there? No, right? B is there but C is not there. C bar is here. Okay, so here redundancy theorem is fails. Redundancy theorem fails. So what we have learned here, if there is third term is taken as the product of the term which are there with the variables and its complement, then only the redundancy theorem is applicable, or else it will fail. Okay, so this is all about the Boolean theorems. Thank you for watching the video. If